blindside you because those are the situations I wanted you to be caught off guard because we hadn't spoken a minute, so you'd be like, "Oh man, my man Royce."
I think that
and the line was fire. I just can't remember what I said. What I say again?
You said kings hug their queen.
Oh, they want to be they want to be embraced by other kings. That's why they queensflip. Yeah.
By what?
Really, people learn a lot from you, man. And I definitely, however, whatever movement you got going on with the studio, as far as giving back and Heaven's studio and whatever you got going on, I definitely want to support and use Flip the Network, my platform, to be involved any way I can because I think it's great. And I would love one day to sit down and come talk to you, man. Because every time I speak, man, it inspires me in a way. Like Joe inspired me too. Watching him as a kid, let's say I was a kid, he sat down with yoo-hoos and drinking in an Indian style in the studio. I remember seeing that. I remember watching it and me,
Swag.
Hot 16, Basco, Wed, Giddy. I remember being at Miller Studio. I remember watching him, Skang. I remember this stuff. And I remember them telling him, "Yo, Joe, you gotta chill," and he not caring and stuff like that. This is why I'm surprised that his growth means something to me. So when I talk about it, it comes from somewhere. His growth means something to me because I watched him grow and it inspired me to be a better businessman as well. And I'm happy. And I was happy when the situation with Spotify to see a couple of $1 million deals on the table for my partner. That meant a lot coming from Queens, being who I am, or interviewing gangsters. You gangsters and street members. For them to consider that and say, okay, that meant something to me. I get inspired constantly by my peers, and that's a friend of mine, and I watch, coming up.
Authenticity.
Yo, Flip, you are so great at this, yo. You are
and even though Star, he come at me, Star is one of them because I follow him as far as how I do as far as just how he is, how he broke down barriers as Star. And Joe is one of the people. I look into everybody in different ways. Even you, meeting you was like, when I watch you and see, like, at first I didn't know. I'm going to be real. I didn't know. But when I went back and they was cursing me out, you don't fucking know. But I was talking to you that time and I went back, I'm like, this nigga was bugged the fuck out. And bro, it was inspirational. You made me want to go around and meet Minister Farrakhan and learn more. Like you put that drive into me, and I respect that. Joe, same thing as far as business is concerned. I respect that. I appreciate these things watching. So, I'll leave it at that.
Thank you for those kind words, my brother. Appreciate that, man. And I love watching your growth,
man.
Your growth as well, too. Pause if that's applicable.
No, it's not. I appreciate that. Joe,
I'm always supporting the platform, man. Always. Always.
Obviously, you didn't support because you didn't watch the Daniel Lee Bellamy to see, but we get to that later.
Oh yeah, sometimes I miss some of them. You know what I mean? But
Joe, you got to watch the Skane interview. Skane interview is one of my favorites. We talked about a lot. I interviewed Skane. You got to watch it, and we talked about a lot. Yeah, it's out. Yeah, man. You talk about Jay-Z not wanting to sign Stack.
Do you remember Rob Walker? Pharrell's manager, Rob Walker. In '99, he had me rap for Clue. Clue pulled up in the Lexus. He pulled up in the Lexus and was like, "Get in." I got in the front, and he was like, "Yeah, spit something for him." I swear to God, on everything I love, the man did not look at me. He just was looking straight ahead. He was looking straight ahead out the windshield. So I'm like, all right. So I rapped, and then when I was done, he just stuck his hand out like. He stuck his hand out for me to shake his hand, but he didn't look at me, not one time, and didn't say a word. I shook his hand, and I just got out like that was awkward. Really, really, really awkward.
Yeah. Shout out to one of the most stubbornest niggas I know of. And
if not for Web and Nitty, I'd have never hit a Clue tape.
Yeah.
Shout out to Web and Nitty.
He probably didn't even mean to be like that. He probably just socially awkward.
And shout out to Clue.
Do you miss those days, Joe, at all? Like, do you think about those days, back in the days, the Web and Nitty era and Clue and all those? Do you think about those? Do you ever sit down and like just reminisce on it, or you rich nigga shit now, so you don't think about it?
No, you kidding me? No, I think about those days all the time because all the yesterdays
Remember
lead
when
to
Webb
today,
first got
right?
the
So
what Webb
that
got?
knows what
What's the
some of
Benz he got when they were talking about it on the radio? Huh? Remember all that shit?
oh the white shit that I was taking to the hood
He got a
on
Benz and they
occasion.
announced it on the radio.
Envy. I mean, he's that hot. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mm.
They announced Webb had the Benz. Yeah, yeah. They announced On Top Entertainment. I remember that shit. I was listening. I
yeah.
was like,
If Clue was really thinking, he need to be working on a fucking
oh my
Desert
god,
Storm documentary.
he's too quiet. He's too like I don't, Cool is too. Yeah, he is.
He's an introvert. I know. But a Desert Storm documentary where he just is getting into his bag. See, that's what I get mad at that as a New Yorker, right? Like Drama was calling me with all the verses shit, and Drama was just talking disrespectful about Clue. I'm a New Yorker, so I don't want to hear that shit. But these is kids out here that's listening to hip hop, right? So if you just stay quiet and introverted, Drama will tell his story and he will be the mixtape champion king that did all the mixtape shit in the universe. And Drama's my man. But that don't mean that Clue don't get a story. That don't mean that Doo-Wop don't get a story. That don't mean that Flex, like some of these niggas that was there early,
He
like
is very.
Clue is just too
You
important.
can't.
And if you don't document it, then
But do you think
it's
it's not
erased from
documented? Do you
history.
think the people don't know how important? Really?
It's not documented. It's not documented. Smack DVD ain't documented. Smack is known for URL. It's not documented. Smack need to be known for what he was doing with the fucking DVDs in that era where you had to buy some shit. You had to go out and buy something. It wasn't as simple as just getting some shit on your phone or cutting on YouTube or TikTok and seeing what's going on. Now you had to get in the mix. Yeah, nah, Smack don't get credit. Clue don't get enough credit. It's some niggas back in the day that just don't get enough credit. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like
Like everybody should get their credit, yo. Yo, when the NBA honored their 75 best players, right? Because they added 25 new players. The niggas that got busy in 1940s, in the 40s, they was there. In the 50s, they was there. Like the best of the best had to be there.
so.
So
People.
you just hate for
Okay.
hip hop to get to a place where we don't know. Even watching the Kanye doc, right? I'm watching the Kanye doc, all 3 parts. These kids they don't know. Like they don't know. They don't know what it takes for his message to be that consistent for 20 years, for you to will some shit to existence. They don't know
That
it if
nigga
you don't show it
he
to
took a
them.
whole
So
social construct to
where's
war
He
and
did.
won.
But let
nah
me
he
say this real quick.
yeah.
So, do you think the new era, just think that Clue was a radio DJ? You don't think they're aware of the Clue tapes and how much people Clue put in position and how impactful it was to
No,
just back in the days? You don't think they know that?
no, they don't.
Don't say
No,
nobody
nobody knows.
knows. I
Nobody
know,
knows.
nigga.
You was there. I'm not talking about you. When I say nobody, I'm talking about the masses, right? When I watched the Kanye doc and Kanye walks in the studio to play Clue some beats, the first thing I say is, oh shit, I remember what a big deal it was for a street DJ to get a deal with the
Mm-hmm.
hottest rap label around. That was a big fucking thing, that fucking
You're right.
professional series with Maya, Best of Me, the whole sign and Clue off some
It
Queen
was.
shit. Like that was a big deal. You don't see that in the Kanye doc. You just see Kanye walk in the Clue, hey, and Clue say, I need some beats. But why do you need some beats? Because you was that nigga for a while and you was the first one to go get a deal and try to, like, come on, man. That story needs to be
Do you
told,
think
is
that
all
he
I'm
will
saying.
ever tell it, or his introvertness will stop him?
He won't tell it till somebody forced him to tell it. But see, my beef ain't just about Clue. Where's Duro? Like that was a whole
It
moment in hip hop where
was.
Duro
Yes.
was Young Guru. Now we only talk about Young Guru. We don't talk about Duro. But if you don't tell the kids what you did, like Star told me this, Royce said it earlier here, Mary said it in an interview a few weeks ago. Mary was like, "Yo, I had a hard time with being called the queen of R&B soul or whatever it was early in my career. But today, when the fans say it, I acknowledge it. I appreciate it. Like, I'll play into it. I understand what it means to them. It's important, even if I don't view myself that way. I put up a clip earlier with me and Nikki, with Nikki saying, yo, you a gatekeeper. I don't care about what you saying about yourself. I don't care what you think about you. You are a gatekeeper, and you should view yourself that way. Yo, the time for humility for
No, we
some
got
of
to
us,
gatekeep. We got to
it's over
gatekeep
with, man. Because
the
if you
people,
don't,
the people that's
yeah,
walking all
yeah,
over
yeah,
our
yeah,
culture and fucking up and misappropriating
yeah,
it. They not being humble. And the only reason why they're able to do that
at
is
all.
because we are afraid to gatekeep. We're afraid to embrace it as ours. You know what I mean? Like, we're so worried about how everybody else feel about us saying, yo, this is our culture and you're a guest. You know what I mean? Like, we got to just normalize
Yeah,
that shit, man. Because if we don't
yep.
set boundaries, people are going to just walk all over everything. And whatever happens negatively that affects our culture, it affects us and our community differently from anybody else.
Does it feel good hearing that from
Yeah.
Nikki, knowing, Joe, that we knew her back in the days? I love the fact that she ain't changed. I mean, she was Nicki Minaj, and Webb was bringing her around, and we was in Miller's and stuff. Do you remember those days? Does it feel good to watch her and see how far she come? Because she hasn't changed. I love what I mean. She
We fascinated with not changing too. That's a little crazy to me too.
huh? You said what?
You feel like we real
No,
fascinated with like not changing.
what I mean haven't changed is like you can see. I was in it's documented. Me, her, Stack Bundles. Where we're in the studio together. I used to argue with her a lot. So if she see me and show me love, that's what I mean. She hasn't changed. She's still it's love. That's what I mean. Not
Mm-hmm.
that she hasn't grown. Of course she changed, but I mean like Joe. Joe see me. I seen Joe plenty of times, and he talked to me, and I'm like, and he could embrace me because those times that was there a long time ago. That's what I mean. The embrace.
Yo, but you know what though, right? Like, yo, you're right. Nikki is that same Queens chick who now she's at the top and she's still a Queens chick. You're right about that. Right? But Nicki Minaj is not viewed how she should be viewed in hip hop for what she's done and the longevity and how she's fucking taken the baton from Lil Kim and expanded it to women like Doja Cat and so forth and so on. Like, no, she not viewed the way she should be viewed. Master P ain't viewed the way he should be viewed. Hey, it just came out, right? I think fucking Campbell's or somebody came out with like some new type of chips, a snack or something that looked like the rap snack shit that Master P was doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's revisionist history. That keeps happening. We keep doing things, and then they see us doing something cool, and then they do it, and then they don't put no light on what we did, and then it's just forgotten about. No, Nicki Minaj is great. Master P is great.
Facts.
Fucking Babies for Cash Money is great. I just had that talking about. It's too many niggas that have exceeded great, right? The only one that white people want to acknowledge is LeBron.
They want to
But
acknowledge
it's
him
way
in a
more than
microwave.
LeBron. Yeah, they don't even
But
want to
leave
give
it
it
up
to
to
him.
our brother Royce. He'll say that acknowledgement doesn't mean anything.
I mean, this is a different context. Like what Joe is talking about is them controlling the narrative and downplaying
Yes.
somebody's greatness
Once you succeed,
in order to lead the man that there's any kind of competition on any level. And we sitting around trying to humble ourselves. I don't think Nikki should ever humble herself. I don't think Baby should even think about humbling himself. I think that I will fall out with you about Baby. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody has accomplished in this business what Baby has accomplished. He's one of the only black men who his goal in life, one of his goals was to make black millionaires. He wanted to make Lil Wayne rich. You know what I mean? Like somebody could sign to Def Jam and become rich, and then they'll end up giving this guy the grace, giving that guy the grace. Listen, man, nobody makes black millionaires for black people only. Nobody else sets out to make black millionaires. If Jay-Z wasn't sitting in that seat at Def Jam, DMX never would have got let go of that $8 million debt that he never should have even been in. But that's why it's important for us to understand how important certain things are that we do, man. No other executive would have ever did that for X. Ever. Not in a million years. They would have acted like it's their fucking money. Hov freed him from the asylum like he's supposed to do, like a real one. And that's why we supposed to ascend to those levels and keep it real and not be complicit with the same shit that's keeping us out of those seats. You know what I mean? We got to run this shit.
And we do. And we do. And unless
listen,
you think you
I
don't.
appreciate you guys giving me what Joe and you, Royce. I love you, Royce. You my man, Royce. You my man.
Like,
I love you, my brother. I'm definitely gonna come out there and Joe.
Yeah, but there was no sausage. The mac and cheese coming out.
Come, you welcome anytime, man. You welcome anytime, my brother. Anytime you welcome. Just give me like 1-2 days heads up.
I got you. And Joe, Joe acknowledging. Look at me when I'm talking, nigga. Joe acknowledging the fact that I'm good at this means a lot as well because it's gonna help my bag even more. Because Joe is saying,
"You great at this."
Nah, you good. Nah, you good. You got a talent, yo.
Are y'all just saying that because I'm up here? Y'all feel that way?
Definitely got a talent. No, I feel that, dog. I wasn't talking about no slaughterhouse, nothing today.
I mean, it's the
You
comfortability.
got it out, man. You good. And then you got whole shit out, stacked bundles, shit.
This nigga's he's the serial killer whisperer.
That's a skill.
You know, he can say
real.
fucking, he can challenge serial killers, like it's nothing. Hold on, I think you were wrong too, though. I'm thinking to myself, like, you're gonna die.
It's a tactic. It's a tactic that I use. It's a tactic that I learned. You acknowledged it one time, Royce, and I just learned how to stop talking because a lot of times in the beginning I was talking too much. Skane said this. Let me tell you, Skane talked about so much things with 50 and everything when they met up with him in Long. You know how much shit I had to edit out. Nitty and them called me Flip. Come on, like, and he said it. He said I didn't realize how comfortable you would have gotten me to talk like that. Word.
Nah, I need Skane on my podcast.
Joe, because you're going to get mad out of him, son.
Can you imagine where y'all would be, Queens, where y'all would be if y'all had unity during those times? Jesus Christ, man. Y'all niggas would have been, y'all would have been on the map in a whole different way, bro.
You know what's crazy? Like Joe just said he needs Skane on his podcast. And Joe just sent the invitation. Royce, Joe didn't say, Flip, come on my podcast. He didn't extend the invitation. So hopefully one day I can go up there and make it.
If you get Duro on there, tell him I need him to mix some shit.
Let me
because I know he's somewhere in the Porsche.
And we tried to, Skane, I know what Duro's at. Skane told me what he's doing. I forgot. I'm going to ask Skane, but yeah, he's around.
I want to know what Duro's doing too, man. I do. That's my guy. I love him. Flip. The people that I love have an open invite to the pod. Whenever y'all are available, just
I love you.
Down,
let me pack myself up before you change your mind. Thank you guys for having me. I will be eating off of both of you by posting this myself. I am a culture vulture, and I will eat off of both of you. Salute.
You can't be a culture vulture. You black.
I just want to say that. All right.
No, listen. Get your shit off. My phone is at 5% battery life. And I'm going to the strip club tonight. I wasn't going to charge this. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but this was great. This was great. Fuck battery life.
Hey, yo, Royce, awesome. I love you, man. I'm gonna call you. Joe, I'm gonna call you.
Love you too, my brother.